Data visualization is the holy grail in this age of big data. Emerging visualization innovations are revolutionizing the way we see and act on big data. Realizing this, Hexagon acquired Luciad, a leader in visualization solutions. Hi, I'm Michelle Penoyer with HxGN TV, and today we're meeting with CEO of Luciad, Marc Melviez, to discuss Luciad and its innovations that help shape smart change. Stay tuned as we explore more.
So Luciad is a software company that came into existence in 2000 to solve one issue and one issue only, that's visualizing things that move. And by 2002 we already had quite a few clients such as Boeing, Airbus, Lockheed Martin and others in the aerospace industry, plus Eurocontrol, which is the administration that administers all the flights above Europe. What we always lacked was access to the worldwide market. So the Hexagon acquisition means we can reach out to these new geographical markets, but also it enables us to provide our technology to other domains, such as smart cities, for example, logistics, mining, oil and gas, maritime business and so on, where we did not have the business expertise to explain what our product can mean for the end users.
So the recent acquisition has been exciting for both Hexagon and Luciad. Can you tell us a little bit more about what attracted Luciad to Hexagon?
I started looking at Hexagon and studying Hexagon, and even the first thing you see when you look at Hexagon is the shaping change logo. I said, that's interesting, let me look deeper. And then I found Mladen's presentation, Escaping the Flatlands, and I could really recognize ourselves in what Mladen was telling. The need to have real-time information, the need to be able to put things in context in 3D with a time dimension that's so important when the volume of data becomes bigger and larger than what we had years ago. If I look at the portfolio that Geospatial has today, it's really focused on production of data. And what we're bringing to the table with the Luciad technology is a set of technologies that enable the visualization of data, which is location-based, but which is also time-based. When you have a map that changes every year, okay, time is not so important. You can have two versions and compare them. But when a map is reviewed every 24 hours, when there are new satellite imagery coming in, then just the date is not sufficient. You need to have visual means to identify changes. You need to have visual means to immediately perceive what has changed in the scene.
So Luciad's offering of 5D visualization and analysis solutions is quite robust. We actually have an example of Luciad in action on the screen. Can you tell us a little bit more about what we're seeing here?
Yes, the system that you see there is an actual flight planning system that's used by Lufthansa, a very large airline company, to serve not only its own flights but also those of 200 other airline companies. And so this system is used day in, day out, 24/7 to plan, track and adapt the flights of about 20,000 flights every day. Our clients told of examples where just one decision made thanks to the Luciad software saved them $100,000 just for one flight. Now, what we are doing to enable this is we are pushing ahead with our development of high-performance visualization, GPU-based visualization of 3D events over time.
So when you see companies reference 5D, it seems like everyone has a different definition. How do you define 5D?
Okay, you're very right to say that there are as many definitions of 5D as there are people, but I see it alongside two aspects. The first one is the physical aspect, which is 5D. You have the 3 dimensions of space plus time plus the data dimension. The second take, which I find is a lot closer to what we are trying to do, is the real definition of what was, what is, what can be, what should be, and what will be. That's really the 5Ds that I think about, because that relates much more directly to the products we have. Products that track and describe what was, products like Luciad's, which enable the user to see what is at this time, situational awareness in 3D, in context, what are we doing at this point in time, and then the future, which is more about predictive analytics, planning, optimization and automation of the world we live in order to create better, more sustainable and safer cities. What's 5D going to mean for our future? Well, I think really 5D has to do with providing the end users and ultimately the citizen with safer cities, with sustainable cities, and with an environment where actually whatever question it is that you have, the answer is there. The answer is available visually on the system, but the future is going to be much brighter than the past in terms of how easy the systems are to use.